McGraw-Hill's Taxation of Individuals and Business Entities. The storyline approach in learning has proven to be an effective method in engaging and retaining students' interest in subject matter. By introducing relatable characters or business entities, students can visualize how the tax-related situations may apply to real-world scenarios. This helps students see the relevance and practicality of the tax concepts they are learning. Moreover, the storyline approach allows for a more comprehensive understanding of the tax code as it presents the information in a logical and interconnected manner. By tying the examples to the storyline, students can see how different concepts are related and build upon each other. Overall, the storyline approach in learning enhances students' understanding, engagement, and retention of the subject matter, making it a valuable tool for teaching complex topics such as tax law. The book uses a conversational writing style. The conversational writing style is important to learning because it helps to create a comfortable and engaging learning environment. By adopting a friendly and approachable tone, the authors can make the content more accessible and less intimidating, especially for students who may be new to the subject. A conversational writing style also helps to foster a connection between the content and the student. It creates the impression that the author is speaking directly to the student, rather than presenting information in a dry and impersonal manner. This can help to build trust and encourage students to take an active role in their own learning. Additionally, a conversational writing style can enhance the student's ability to retain information. When the content is presented in a more informal and conversational tone, students may find it easier to remember the information as it feels more like a natural conversation, which they may remember better. Overall, the conversational writing style is important to learning as it can help to create a more engaging, accessible, and memorable learning experience for students. The book focuses on the real world. The real world focus is important for learners because it helps them to understand how the concepts they are learning apply to real-life situations. It is one thing to learn theoretical concepts, but it is another thing to see how those concepts are put into practice. By providing real-world examples, learners can see how the tax laws and regulations they are studying impact the world around them. Real-world examples also help learners to make connections between the theoretical concepts they are learning and their practical application. By seeing how tax issues impact different areas of business, learners can begin to appreciate the interconnectedness of different aspects of taxation and business operations. Moreover, real-world examples can help learners to develop critical thinking skills. By analyzing and evaluating real-world scenarios, learners can begin to identify problems, propose solutions, and make informed decisions. This prepares them for the complex and challenging situations they may encounter in their future. Overall, the real-world focus is important for learners as it helps them to understand the practical application of the concepts they are learning, make connections between different aspects of taxation and business, and develop critical thinking skills. The storyline approach is good for students for several reasons. Firstly, it makes the learning experience more engaging and memorable. By introducing relatable characters facing real tax-related situations, students are more likely to remember the concepts they are learning because they are presented in a context that resonates with them. Secondly, the storyline approach helps students to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills. By presenting a series of tax-related dilemmas faced by the characters, students are encouraged to think about different ways to approach the problem and consider the potential consequences of each solution. Thirdly, the storyline approach helps to make the content more accessible and less intimidating for students who may be new to the subject. By presenting the information in a more engaging and relatable format, students are more likely to feel comfortable asking questions and participating in class discussions. Finally, the storyline approach emphasizes the practical application of tax information to specific business and personal situations. By showing how the concepts are relevant in real-world scenarios, students can see the value and importance of the information they are learning. Overall, the storyline approach is good for students as it makes the learning experience more engaging and memorable, helps to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills, makes the content more accessible, and emphasizes the practical application of tax information. Examples are important for learners because they provide a concrete way for students to apply theoretical concepts to real-life situations. Examples help students to understand how the concepts they are learning can be used in practical solutions. When students can see how a concept applies to a specific example, they are more likely to understand and retain the information. Furthermore, examples help to build a greater base of knowledge through application. When students are presented with an example that relates to the storyline of the chapter, they can apply the facts presented in the storyline to other scenarios. This helps to reinforce the concepts and deepen the student's understanding. Moreover, examples often include what-if scenarios that add more complexity to the example or explore related tax concepts. These scenarios help to expand the student's understanding of the concepts being presented and prepare them for more complex situations they may encounter in the future. In summary, examples are important for learners as they provide a concrete way for students to apply theoretical concepts to real-life situations, help to build a greater base of knowledge through application, and expand the student's understanding of the concepts being presented. As an example of what we have discussed here, consider inheritance versus gifts. The issue of inheritance and gifts is a common question in tax law, and many people consider them the same thing. The second you die, you no longer own any of your assets. Inheritance is the allocation of assets you no longer own. A will instructs the state as to how to allocate all your assets that you no longer own. A gift is something that you own and can use, and you relinquish that use and give it to someone else so that they can use it. Now think about this and see how it changes your perspective about money and giving.